going to do a NearPod, but let me get through a few of our classroom slides first, and then I'll give you the NearPod code. Okay. So here we go. Welcome. Now, first things first, you all know your promise. Yesterday, I only saw 2 people who kind of forgot. So please don't shout out in the middle of a lesson. Miss Cross, I lost a tooth. Wait a minute, I was teaching science. Hang on. Okay, so we'll talk at the end if there's anything you want to share or talk about. Yeah, I stay on at the end. Okay, so if you do have any problems or concerns, you can have your parents text me, or you can actually write if there's a problem in the chat. But the chat is not a place where we just talk to our friends. So it's just if you need me, okay? Or if you want to answer a question. Now, we went over our Zoom call expectations. Participate, be respectful. Thank you for being on time. Stay muted. Include your name or change your name. Stay seated and keep your eyes on the screen. So, review. If you weren't here yesterday to see our friends who have birthdays this month, we have to celebrate Jamarian, Ava, and Siddharth. Yay! Happy birthday, guys. And for our classroom announcements, once again, if you weren't here, you missed out on our announcements. The first thing is small groups for math changed. So there's no more math group 3. All right, so I've reduced it down to 2 math groups, and you have to check the times on my announcement page and what group you're in. Next, iReady reports are coming out tomorrow. That's right. So your parents get to see how you did, how many points you went up, down, sideways, and what you need to work on, most importantly. And I'm proud of all of you, though. New math challenges are coming soon. I can't wait to announce it. I am working hard trying to make my brain think of some amazing math challenges for you. Remember that you can only participate in a challenge if you are turning in your assignments weekly. That's right. Even if you just do 1 or 2, I'm happy. But if you don't do it that week, then if you don't submit anything that week or the week prior, you won't be able to do your math challenge. And let me say that everybody's going to be able to get something from this challenge, all right? But there will be a gift card at the very end that someone may win. 1 person. Oh, I can't wait. All right, no school on Monday, all right? So not for teachers, there is no school, no lessons, no live lessons. Now, our weekly spotlight, we also wanted to celebrate 3 folks, Mr. Abdul for being an awesome promise Zoom keeper, Julian for his amazingly detailed responses, and Miss Addie for turning in her assignments on time and getting her work done. Great work. What are we doing today, Miss Cruz? I don't know. What are we doing? Today, we are making careful observations and recordings. That means we write down what we observe. So with that, we can identify the major parts of a plant. We're talk about plants today. I know I have it when I can identify. That means point it out. Hey, I know that. And label. Miss Gross loves labels. The stems, the leaves, the flowers, and the roots. Next steps, you will be able to discuss the needs of plants and animals. That's right. Y'all know what you need to survive, I hope. Let's see what plants need to survive. Okay, what are the keywords that I will be looking for when you do your DBAs? I'm going to run through them. Please make sure that when you are writing and speaking your answers, you can think of a few of these words to use. Plant. Yeah, I know that one. Stem, roots, leaves, flowers, nutrients. Well, if you haven't heard that one, you're going to know it by the end of this lesson. Light, that means sunlight or any light. Water, basic needs. And growth. All right, here we go. Here is your NearPod code. If you cannot NearPod, it's totally fine. I will share the NearPod with your families on GroupMe so that you can practice at another time. Or you can just follow along. You can even call out answers, write it on paper. We're pretty flexible. All right, so let me type this in the chat so you have it. You guys are so awesome. DER2W. DER2W. Now, I'm going to swing on over to our NearPod. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen, but don't worry because I will still have, hi everybody. Ooh, look at all my friends. I will still have the code up there. Okay, so hang on. Let me go back and find it. There it is. All right, look at all my friends. Who do I have today? Christina's here, Jaden's here, Larissa's here, Jules is here, Addie's here, Joshua's here, 7-year-old Ava Marie Gully is here. Happy birthday. See Garth, another birthday boy, and Johnny. Good morning, Miss Johnarine. Hi, girlfriend. Okay, guys, so I'm so happy to see all of you. Let's get started. Let's see how we did. Remember, this code will stay up on my screen, way up in the corner on the top, so you can join at any time. We're going to do the basic parts of a plant. When you look at your body, you have basic parts. Everybody throw your arms up in the air. Oh, hey, you've got limbs. Look at that. Let's see. Do you have hair on the top of your head? Pat your hair. Yeah, you got hair. How about feet? Oh, you have feet? Don't show me your feet. I don't want to see your feet. But you have feet, right? Okay, you've got all sorts of parts to your body. Do you know that plants are living things and they have parts to them too? I don't think they have feet though. Do you? Julian says no, but they do have something else that keeps them in the ground. Let's start. All right, my cute patoots, here we go. Basic parts of a plant. What are we going to do today? Let me slide you over. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify, that means tell, the basic parts of a plant and explain what they need to live and grow. All right, here we go. How does a plant live and grow, Miss Cruz? Well, let's find out. Let's go on a field trip. Let's go look at some plants and talk about what type of plant parts we can find. Okay. And if anybody says feet, I'm just gonna, no, I'm not. Don't say feet. We're thinking about plant parts. Okay. So let's go on a field trip to California. Let's look at the giant sequoia trees. Slide around, look for plant parts. Plant parts. When you think about a plant, like, you know, you pulled a plant out of the ground, think about the parts. Whoa, that's a big part. Okay, I'm looking way up. What are those? Those are not arms. Oh, okay. We're gonna unmute so that you can share with us in a moment. So keep looking. Keep looking. Not yet. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. All right, let's go and see who wants to unmute. Let me look for hands, hands, hands. Jaden, what type of plant parts did you see?
I see the big stem.
Oh, wow. I love how you called them stems. Yes, I do too. And you know what? I saw some tiny little plants, Mr. Jaden. They were way over here. And look at those baby trees and their stems. Did you see that? Wow. Thank you for sharing. I wonder what they call tree stems. I think there's another word for them, but I like using stems. All right, Mr. Siddharth. Oh, yep, Siddharth, go ahead.
Bark. They call it bark.
The bark. Very good. You know that bark protects the tree.
And also there's and you showed there's a hole in one of the trees.
I saw that too. Maybe it was rotten. All right, my love. Maybe some bugs ate it. Maybe a lightning strike. All right, let's go to Johnny. Johnny, you had your hand up. What other plant parts did you see?
There was leaves on the ground, some grass, and there was a crack in the ground there.
Oh,
And
wow.
and there was some roots from a tree.
Oh, good. I'm glad you said the two plant parts I saw too. Leaves and roots. Now, I didn't see too many. I think if I look really closely, I can kind of see the beginning of a root. Can't you? I mean, right? Is that what you saw? Or maybe over here? Oh, look at that. I think that's a root right there. Nice work. All right, let me find one more friend before we move on. Who would like to share? Oh, I'm looking at Ava, 7-year-old Ava Marie Gully. What would you like to show me?
I see leaves.
Wonderful. So many leaves. So many leaves. Look at all those leaves. You know, leaves have a very particular job, don't they? Just like I have a job, they have a job. Great work, guys. All right. Cool field trip. Let's talk about it a little more. Your turn to share with me. What were some of the plants, plant parts you saw? So type it in or show me a picture. What was something that you saw on our field trip? What did you observe on the field trip? And if you can't share a picture today, type it in. You can spell some of these words. Did you see roots? Oh, look at that. Yep, Siddhartha is perfect. This is a great place for you to share. All right, here's Julian. He saw, oh, look at all the plant parts he saw. Oh, look at Joshua found some roots. Beautiful. Who else? Let's see. Jaden, nice job. Oh, look at yours. You had leaves, roots. You saw roots too. And here's Johnny's. Johnny says, I saw roots and leaves and some grass and the baby trees. That's right. Saplings. I think they were called, let's see, sprouts. I guess they're the really young ones. And then a young tree is called a sapling. Ooh, look at that. Look at all those roots. And Ava Marie Gully says roots, branches, leaves. Oh, branches. I didn't think of that one. Nice job. I didn't see any flowers, but that doesn't mean that they're not part of some plants. Absolutely. What a great response. All right, my loves, 10 more seconds on this one because we're moving on. Let's see. Ooh, look at, oh, who's that? Siddharth. He saw some plants that grew, and maybe they're not plants, maybe they're fungi, but they grew on the trees. I noticed that too. Wow, great observation skills. I like that. All right, and Miss Johnny and Ava. Yeah, he looks like a tree. He's got leaves in his hair. And Johnny's got a beautiful, oh, look at the baby tree. That's like a little sapling too. Yep, just like what we saw. Oh, here's Julian's bark. And Joshua has some grass he saw. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now, we will explore key vocabulary. Remember the words I want you to use during your DBAs, and you will discover how a plant stays alive and grows. Okay, so let's talk about that some more. We have a video we're going to watch. It's called a vocabulary video, and it's a fun way to practice and rehearse and kind of sing along so you can remember the parts of a plant. So let's watch it, okay?
Coming soon to a garden near you.
Can you hear it, Addie?
A plant's life.
Can everybody hear it?
Welcome to the garden with plants full of life. Trees with leaves, flowers that bloom bright. Good morning, world. Say the plants and the flowers. We're happy in sunshine. We love rain showers. I use my roots to reach below the soil. My roots are like straws, drinking minerals and water deep underneath the plants and the trees. They bring me the nutrients I love and need. My roots are why I don't break or fall over. Even in the wind, I stand tall like a soldier. Once I've had my water, I'm strong in my place. My stem helps the sunlight hit my face. A flower stem is soft, a tree trunk is hard. It keeps me straight, delivers water to my parts. I appreciate the help I get from my leaves. The leaves make the food that every plant and tree needs. It's like a large factory. The sun provides power to the plants, the trees, and also the flowers. Give me lots of sunlight and don't forget the water. Everything I need to shine bright and grow taller. Plants have
Roots, stems, leaves,
many have
fruit, flowers, seeds. A plant's life.
sorta like yours and mine. It needs nutrients, water, and sunshine.
Plants have
Roots, stems, leaves,
many have
fruit, flowers, seeds. A plant's like
sort of like yours and mine. It needs nutrients, water, and sunshine. Plants want to make more plants all over the globe, so they make and spread seeds for new plants to grow. Seeds can be hard like the pit of a peach, or soft like in the strawberries you eat. Animals eat fruit and spread seeds, and other seeds float out on the breeze. Maple tree seeds spin like a helicopter, and dandelion seeds float away, they go farther. Plants make seeds in the flower, but they need pollination to give them power. That's why flowers attract bees. They pollinate the flower, which becomes something sweet. That's fruit. It holds the seeds. It's the circle of life. Take it from me. Some plants don't flower like moss or ferns. Those are older than the T-Rex. Now you heard. Plants have
roots, stems, leaves,
many have
fruit, flowers, seeds. A plant's like
sort of like yours and mine. It needs nutrients, water, and sunshine.
plants have
Roots, stems, leaves,
many have
fruit, flowers, seeds. A plant's life.
sorta like yours and mine. It needs nutrients, water, and sunshine.
All right, boy, did we learn a lot from that. You know what? I take notes. Do you guys take notes? I actually wrote some things down as I listened. So you're going to fill in the blanks here and see if you remember or wrote down some of the information that we saw um, in the in that song, in that rap. And it was like what the stems need or what the stems do, what the roots, what else was it? The leaves. So try to remember what you heard in the song. Good work, Siddharth. There's Johnny. Yep. And get a peek at the answers. Let's see. Oh, I gave it away. Don't look. All right, I'll peek one more time. Roots, leaves, stems, and what does the sun give the plants? Some people call it power. Some people call it energy. So that light gives the plants what it needs, doesn't it? It needs energy to grow. Call it power. Awesome. Couple more friends. Oh, yep, they're almost done. And I did see that from our field trip when Siddharth, no, it was Joshua, I think, who said, one of you guys said that the bark on the outside of the tree protects the stem. That was so true. And then they called the name of the stem of a tree something different. Does anybody remember what it was called? What do you call it?
I know, the trunk.
The trunk. Larissa, is it a trunk?
Yes.
Yes, excellent, guys. And the bark protects the trunk of the tree. The trunk is really just a sturdy stem. Think of a stem on a flower. It's kind of floppy, you know, but the tree has to be sturdy. And they call it something a little different. They call it a trunk. Okay, here we go. Now, good work, guys. Let's talk a little bit more about those key terms, those words I will be looking for. So remember, you should be practicing them. What is the leaf? A leaf is a part of the plant that grows from the stem or twig. It's often green and it makes the food. Yes, the leaves make the food. All right. So think of those leaves as big hands and they hold them out to the sun and they say, give me food. Give me food. I want to make some food. So that's what those leaves do, all right? Nutrients, you need to know this word. It's fun to say. Everybody unmute and say nutrient.
Nutrients.
Perfect. Four, three, two, one. Oh, you were good. Thank you. Mute, mute, mute. Who's not muted? I can hear them. I still hear her. I know who it is too. She's not going to end up on a thing. All right, I'm muting you, honey. Remember, I know who doesn't mute. Nutrients. What is a nutrient? It's fun to say, but what is it? It's a substance or ingredient that plants and animals need in order to live. Sort of like you need vitamins and food. Plants, we call their food nutrients. They get it from the soil, they get it from the water, they get it from everything. Okay, the roots. The roots. Some kids don't remember where the roots are. Where are the roots? They're under the ground. That's right. Most plants have the roots under the ground. They grow down into the soil and it holds the plant. It keeps it from blowing away in a hurricane. It holds it in place and it's like a straw. Raise your hand if you've ever used a straw. Okay, well, it's kind of like that. So it sucks up the water and the nutrients from the soil. So the roots are like a straw and it also holds the plant in place. The stem is that long, skinny part of the plant. It's not only holds the plant up and supports it. Yeah, like it supports it, okay? But it also helps all those nutrients in the water travel. Yeah, it makes it's like a highway, a super highway. And all those things travel up and then back down the stem so that the whole flower can get the food and the nutrients in the water. Now, what's the trunk? The trunk is that main thick part of the tree. All right, here we go. Pair each term with its matching image. Now that you know all the parts of a plant, you should be able to match the names to the
I
picture.
can't get the thing. Now I get it.
You get it? Okay, good. Oops, sorry. Okay. Now that you know the names of all the parts of the plant, you should be able to match the names to the parts of the plant. I wonder what different parts there are. Let me peek. Don't give it away, Miss Cruz. Ooh, root, leaf, stem, flower, nutrient. You know what a nutrient is. I'm going to go have some nutrients after this Zoom call. What kind of nutrients am I going to have? Oh, fruit. I'm going to have some coffee. Oh, maybe some cereal. Oh, okay. Are you guys done? You're done. Awesome. If you didn't get a chance to do it, don't worry. We have more to do. Now, match the part of the plant to help show how it grows. So I want you just to write A, B, or C. So let's talk about which one is which. Now, A says, it reaches below the soil and sucks up minerals and water and anchors me and supports me. That's A. So where would you put A? B. B, write B, where you think it helps the sunlight hit my face. It keeps me straight and delivers like a superhighway all the water and nutrients to all the parts of the plant. Which one's B? And let's look at C. It catches the sunlight and makes the food. Give me food. What am I? That's C. Catches the sunlight and makes the food. That's C. All right, let's see how we did. Oh, you're so great. A, the root says Jaden is under the ground. The B is the stem that helps the sunlight hit my face and keeps me straight and delivers like a superhighway all of those nutrients and water. And C are the leaves. They catch the light. So it should look like this. C on top, B in the middle. No, is that right? C on top, B in the middle, and A on the bottom. The A should be the roots. Right, Christina? Is that right? Joshua, you're fixing it? That's awesome. Okay, let's see how we did. Yes, the roots are A. A holds the plant down, sucks the nutrients and water like a straw, keeps it in the ground. Support, no, it doesn't support it. It anchors it. Ooh, that's a good word, anchor. So C should be on the top, Miss Addie. C is, it catches the sunlight. Those are the leaves. The leaves catch the sunlight. It's like a hand, you hold it out and it says, give me food, give me food. So C is on the top. B is in the middle, and that's the stem. It supports the plant, holds it upright, and like a superhighway, helps the nutrients and water travel. So once again, yep, you got it. That's awesome. I see it. It's right. Okay, C, B, A. From the top down, it goes C, B, and then A. Beautiful. All right, guys, let's do the next one. Oh, we're going to visit a farm. A farm. Watch a farm. Farmer's going to help us learn how plants grow.
Hey, so I'm Jeff.
Hey,
I'm a
Jeff.
member of the Woodcrest Brooder Hive, and my job is to grow the vegetables. Somebody's got to do it. We're starting a series of video blogs here. We're hoping to take you through some of the
Skip a little bit,
details
okay.
of vegetable
Here we
seeds.
go.
How to start a seed. Well, how does a seed sprout? Got to have light,
Light,
got to have heat,
Heat.
got to have moisture.
moisture.
Light, heat, moisture. We got broccoli seedlings here. These are just off the heat mat. Seedlings ready to get transplanted out. This guy is about 5 days old. What we've done is we've seeded a fairly tight spacing on a seed starting tray. And what has to happen next in the greenhouse process is to take these seedlings and transplant them into larger size plugs. This is called a plug tray. You've got approximately 1.5 square cells in here. Each plant is going to get transplanted into a plug. So let's talk a bit about light. What's going to happen as these plants grow up, they're looking for the light.
See those leaves? They're
They
looking
sense
for the light.
The
That's
neighboring
right.
plants are
And they
doing the
make-
same thing. So when they start getting crowded out, they're going to grow up higher and higher competing for that light. And what you're going to end up with is a really leggy, spindly plant if you don't give it enough space.
Ooh, let me skip
Let's
to
say
the next part.
The
What
root
else are they
system should not be
getting?
saturated
Wow.
the whole time. I'm watering at this
Water.
time of year about once every 2 days. Some of the plants I overhead water. They're more tolerant. Some of the more sensitive plants to water on the leaves, like tomatoes, which disease easier, I bottom soak. What happens when a plant has spent its entire life inside ideal conditions of a greenhouse? They're tender. They're not really ready for the harsh conditions of the field, the wind, the direct sunlight, the moisture, or the dryness.
Okay, we're going to skip the rest of it. And can we stop and do a time to climb? Before we do, there are 7 questions. 7. So out of 7 questions, do you think you've learned enough from today's lesson to get 0 to 3 right, 4 to 5 right, or 6 to 7 right? How do you feel pretty confident? It's only 7 questions about the parts of a plant, learning to identify them. I know what parts are which, what they do, how do they help the plant, and let me think. Oh, what a plant needs to grow. That's right. He forgot something. Mr. Jeff, he forgot something that's important. And I'm going to mention it to you before we start our time to climb. Awesome. I think we have Larissa. What do you think? How many? Okay, we're going to start our time to climb. Here we go. Before we begin, as you are getting your character, your player, let me just mention what he forgot. Let's put us in Himalayas. Maybe there's some plants there. Yes, I see trees. Okay, as you're getting your player, I'm going to mention something that Mr. Jeff forgot. When he said what plants need to grow, okay, he kind of forgot the word nutrients. We need to go over to his farm and teach him that word, because plants need three things to grow: water, light, and nutrients. Those are probably the most important things they need to grow. So the nutrients would be the water and any of the food that it can collect, or like a vitamin, if you will, but the things that it will collect from under the soil and even from air. So it needs those nutrients to grow. Wow, we have almost all our players, waiting for 9 players, and here we go. We're going to start our game. So once again, before we begin, raise your hand if you think you know the parts of the plant. Do you know all the parts? Do you? Yeah, okay. All right, put your hand down. Put both hands up and wave them in the air if you know what each plant part does to help it grow. Yeah, okay, good. Now put your hands down. Give me a heart symbol if you know the 3 most important things that a plant needs to grow. Yeah. Oh, so water, right? Light, and nutrients. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. And we're pretty much done after this, okay? Question number 1. Which part of a plant sucks or takes the water from the soil? Oh. Which part of the plant takes the water from the soil? 10 seconds left. Woohoo! If you said roots, you got it right. Let's try the next one. Which part of the plant carries water like a superhighway to the other parts of the plant? I remember something about Miss Cruz said it was long and it would help the nutrients and water travel. If you said stem or even trunk, you got it right. It's the stem. Okay, next one. Which part of a plant takes in sunlight and collects food? Give me food for the plant. Which part sticks its little things out and collects the sunlight or light and makes food? If you said leaves, you got it right. Wonderful. Remember, these are the basic parts of a plant. There are many other parts, but we're talking about what we need to know. Which part of the plant makes seeds? Where are you going to find the seeds, guys? I ate sunflower seeds the other day. They were so good. And if you said flower, you got it right. Sunflower seeds, get it? Flower. Which part of the plant can create a new plant? What's that little thing you can put in the ground and see if it makes a new plant? It'll grow. Whoa, look at these points. If you said seed, I think seed was the answer there, right? 3 more questions, guys. How are you gonna do? Which part of the plant holds the plant in the ground and keeps it from blowing away in the wind? And no, don't say feet. If you said roots, got it right. The roots hold the plant down. Oh, 2 more questions, I think. What do plants need to grow? Great. If you said water, light, and nutrients, you got it right. Not the one with, what was it? Hamburgers, hot dogs. We don't need those. Let's look at the, oh, wow, look at those points. Everybody got points. Kiss your brain. If you didn't do as well as you wanted to, you can practice this NearPod, guys. Yes, you can. Now, let's stop sharing. Oops, hold on.
I had a nosebleed this morning. I woke up really early.
Oh my goodness. Are you okay now?
Yeah. I stopped the nosebleed with paper towels and used a bunch of them.
Oh my goodness.
I have a lot of nosebleeds that often.
My son used to get them too. It's from allergies. So how's everybody doing? Does everybody understand the parts of a plant?
Yeah, I got first prize.
Wonderful job, Siddharth.
And I got second.
Awesome. I'm so proud of
Got
every
first.
single one.
I also put the cat face on me.
I saw that. And then let's see, what else do I need to tell you? I think that's it. Has anybody ever grown plants or flowers?
I grown a bunch of plants.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Last Halloween there was a bunch of seeds, so I planted the seeds.
From the pumpkin?
Yep.
Whoa, did you grow pumpkins?
Did you know? They're
Larissa?
still in leaf formation. One day I even planted that bell pepper plant. Small bell peppers came.
Whoa, I love that. Larissa, what were you going to say?
So one time I grew a bean plant, a bean tree, and we had it over there.
Oh yeah, you had green beans?
It was just like a big bean, and they used to fall off, so I used to take them and hide them in my room.
Oh, I used to grow lima bean plants in my classroom.
Oh,
That's a quick one to do with your family. You have to soak the lima bean for a few hours and then plant it, and then you can study how the plant grows and what it needs. Can you send the NearPod link? Absolutely. I'll do that. Who was that? Was that Ava? Okay, Ava, yes, I share it on GroupMe, but I can also send it to your mom in a text, okay? Let me write a note down so I don't forget. Ava NearPod tech. Okay, got it. All righty, my love bugs. Any questions? And then we'll go?
Yeah.
We're all done. We're all done.
Question.
Okay, wait, I want to ask Joshua first. His hand went up super fast. Okay, Josh, go for it.
Well, I'm the oldest one here.
You, no, I challenge you on that. Are you older than me?
I'm in
Oh.
10.
Oh, okay. Phew. I agree with you there. I think you are the oldest man in the group. All right. Thank you for sharing. I have Ava. Ava. Oh, that's a pretty ring. I like that. Okay, Miss Larissa. Oh, I can't hear you, my love.
So my question is, so my question is, when will we have like presentation day?
Oh, I don't even know what that is,
It's like when
but
you show something to the class and then everybody else shows something one at a time.
oh, well, I'm glad you mentioned that. For our final party of the year, we're going to do a show and tell. Okay. So we have to wait a few months for that, but we're going to do, months. It's the end of the year. So, okay, quick, because I want to talk to Addie and then I'm going to say goodbye. Go ahead.
So never mind.
Okay, tell me later. Oh, Jaden, look at that. That's so neat. Oh, what a great picture. That is a beautiful landscape. Thank you for sharing that. It's got trees and everything. You did that yourself? Oh, it's beautiful. Very, very nice. You're an artist. I know several artists in this class. Hey, Miss Addie, are you going to go on a couple of field trips for me and share some videos? I love the hibiscus flowers. Adeline, did you hear me?
Monday.
Oh, okay. I would love to see what kind of plants you find, okay? All right. Bye, guys. Have a fabulous day.
Bye.
Bye.
I want to show you something.